Well, hello everybody. This is Lisa Freeman from stampingwithlisa.com, joining you from Chesapeake, Virginia today, and it is gorgeous here. Absolutely beautiful day. It's about 80 degrees, sunny, nice breeze blowing, and I worked in the yard all day yesterday, plus I went strawberry picking, so I'm staying inside today because I can barely move. So I've been stamping, and this is the card that I made this morning, so I thought I would show you how to make it. It's super easy, and it's using the Artistically Inked Die as a stencil. And I did another card with this about maybe 2 weeks ago, I think, and it was pretty easy. And I just loved how this came out, so I wanted to show you real quick. So hopefully we've got some people watching today. I don't ever announce these videos in advance because I never know what time I'll be able to get on here, but hopefully we've got a couple people. So let me get my computer going and just see what's going on. Oh, hey Sharon. All right. So I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Hold on, I'm having technical difficulties. I don't know if you can see this, but I used two different colors of green on here, and then I used the linen thread for the bow. I really wish we had like a really thin gold thread. We do have like a gold kind of twiney thing, but it's not the same as it used to be, so it was too thick for this card. So I decided to go ahead and use the linen thread instead. So let me go ahead and show you what products I used. So in your catalog on page 9697 is the Expressions in Ink bundle, or suite, sorry. So the suite is called Expressions in Ink. The bundle is Artistically Inked. So in the bundle you get the stamp set and the dies, which is what we're using today. Actually, we're not even using the stamp set, we're just using the dies. So, and we're using the paper that comes with it. So it's a gorgeous, gorgeous suite. And we're also using an embossing folder. So here is the stamp set and the dies. And the one that we're using is this one, which comes in there. And it's so pretty just on its own. You don't even hardly have to do anything, excuse me. And then we're also using this embossing folder, which is the Pretty Flowers. And when I first saw this, I was like, it didn't really do much for me, but it's so pretty in person. It's much prettier than this picture they have on here. So I think they need to maybe improve that picture because it's really, really pretty when you emboss something with it. Let me go through the winners of the last couple cards. So I've got this one. The winner is Anya Gemo. I'm not sure how to say that. Anya, you win this one, so make sure you click on the link below and on the YouTube channel and send me your address. My email is on there. Michelle Pittman, you won this one, so send me your address. And this one was Lori Vissers. I still haven't heard from you, Lori, so make sure you send me your address so I can send that to you. Got a tickle in my throat. And then this one was Susan Feliciano Pacheco. You won the stamp set. So make sure you guys all send me your address so I can get you those prizes out. All right, so we're also going to use these paper products. A lot of Just Jade today. So we've got Just Jade 5.5 by 8.5. Another Just Jade 4 by 3.5. A piece of white 3 3/4 by 3 1/4. A piece of 4 by 3 1/4 Just Jade. A piece of 2 by 4 DSP, the Expressions in Ink. That's the really, really pretty pack I showed you several times. I'm not going to show it today just because I've already showed it so many times. This is 3/4 by 2 Just Jade and 1/2 by 2.5 white. And then a couple pieces of linen thread. I didn't really measure this. I just kind of cut a piece. Whenever I do bows, I like to do double edged ones. So this one is about 8 inches. So 2 8-inch pieces of the linen thread. So that's your screenshot if you want to take it of all the products you need to make it. And then we'll get started. So in case you're just tuning in, this is the card we're making. Beautiful, beautiful. So let's take all the sticky notes off and get started. I wish I could organize these sticky notes somehow to reuse them, but it seems like every card I make has different colors or different sizes or whatever, so it's never the same. All right, oops, I got a little sticky on here. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is sponge or blend with our blending brushes. So we're gonna be using the white piece. Let me get my scrap paper out. And we've got our stencil, which I went ahead and cut out ahead of time out of some white cardstock. Oh, I forgot to put that on the supplies. So you just need a scrap of white to punch this out of. So I ran it through the die cutting machine like so. And I usually do it twice, go frontwards and backwards, so that it'll get out every single little piece in there. I've got one little piece right here that's not coming out. Oops. All right, we've got one piece stuck. Let's see if we can get it out. Of course, I don't have my paper piercer in here. All right, so this is what it looks like. Oh, there's one more. It's got a million little pieces of stuff, holes. And I thought about it after I cut it out. I was like, oh, this would be really pretty to also sponge inside of. So I'm gonna make another card with this part, the negative of the image. So watch out for that. All right, so we just put the paper down, and I've got it across 3 3/4 and down 3 1/4. And I'm just gonna put it over here. So a little bit is gonna be off the page, but that's okay. I tried to make it a little bit bigger and it just didn't look good on the card, so I shrunk it a little bit. We're starting with mint macaron, and I've got my blending brush here. So you're just gonna rub it in there and then tap it off a little bit and then just start blending. Oops, I already moved it. I should have made sure it was all on the paper at the bottom, but that's okay. All right, no worries, no worries. Be very careful because these little pieces on the edges are delicate, so you don't want to rip them or anything. So always just try to go straight out instead of do a circle on those little pieces. So yesterday, I decided to go strawberry picking one more time. It's pretty much the end of strawberry season. This is the last week I'm sure that they're going to have any, because they're, I don't know, by the end of May, beginning of June, they just kind of start dying out. I don't know if it's the heat or the, I don't know what causes it, but you know, strawberry season in Virginia pretty much just lasts like a month, just pretty much the month of May. So anyway, I went over there, and of course, again, I was the only person who was strawberry picking with the owner's daughter, and she's so sweet. So she came out there with me and was helping me find some. And so I ended up picking 10 pounds, but I thought I was out there maybe an hour. Hey, Diane. Hey, Sharon. And I ended up being out there 2 hours, and I didn't know until I got in my car how long I'd been out there. And I was like, dang. I couldn't believe I spent 2 hours picking strawberries, and it took 2 hours to get 10 pounds. So that's pretty sad. All right, so we did the mint macaron first, and now I'm going to use just jade. So make sure you get it back in the right spot. So I wanted some a little bit lighter and some a little bit darker. And there we go. All right, so now I'm going to go back over with the just jade in some other spots and make it darker. Uh-oh. I just tapped right on the edge of my paper. Got a little blob there. No worries. We'll just rub it in a little bit more so, so you won't notice it so much. All right, just keep going around. If you mess up your paper, just reposition it. You could put a little bit of sticky stuff on the back, but it's so thin. I don't really know where you would put the sticky stuff in order to get it so that it wouldn't interfere with your blending here. And then I want to put an extra amount right in the middle. So I'm just going to move this over here. And you can already see how beautiful that is. So I'm almost done. Let me just line it up again and get this piece right here. So I want this really dark on where the flower is. And then kind of spread it out. Too bad I got that little smudge on there, but we'll just deal with it. And then I missed a spot right here. So if you miss a spot, you can just keep putting it back on there and do a little bit more until you get it the way you want it. Oops. All right, so I think that looks good. What do you guys think? Love it, love it, love it. Beautiful. All right, so then you have this gorgeous stencil left. So when you finish, you can use this for another card. So you could put it either on a darker color or a white color. So if you wanted to put it on white, look how pretty that is. So I might take this and make another card out of it too. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. All right, so then we're gonna glue this down. I'm gonna use some of my green glue. Thanks, Sharon. What are you guys doing today? Anything exciting? Guess what? I have a date tonight. We're going to Bubba's for dinner. I'm really excited. He seems like a really nice guy. So I'll tell you all about it in the next video. Oh, so yesterday, after I did my strawberry picking for 2 hours, I had planned to come home and do some yard work. So I did that. And I ended up spending the whole entire day outside. So we've got our embossing folder right here. I'm just going to put the paper in like this. Doesn't really matter which way. There's no right or wrong way. So just stick it in there. Put it through, your embossing machine. It doesn't even have to be straight really because it's just flowers all over. Put that in. With this one, it's not a thick 3D one. So you just need all the regular things like the platform. And then your 2 acrylic plates. So it's really easy to do. You don't need that specialty plate for this one. And then when you take it out, then it will look like this. And it's so beautiful. I love it. So what we're going to do is sponge this a little bit. So the only thing that's going to show on this is just this edge right here. So I'm just going to sponge around the edge to make it pop out a little bit. And this is just jade still. So just sponge all the way around the edge and it'll make that just pop. And I just love this. So I came home and I said, well, I'm gonna mow the grass and plant the rest of my flowers and do a whole bunch of other things. So I ended up staying out in the yard from about 1 o'clock until 7 o'clock last night. And let me tell you, I can barely move today. Just when I got up this morning, I had to go to the bathroom. Sorry, that's TMI, but if you've ever worked out like really, really hard, and you know strawberry picking is a lot of squatting, and then I worked in the yard. I mowed the grass. Then after I mowed the grass, I put down some fertilizer and some grub killer. So I walked the whole yard 3 times. And then planted flowers. So all that time I'm bending over, squatting, all this stuff, and walking. So this morning I went to the bathroom, and just to sit down and try to get back up was enough to about kill me. So every time I sit down for more than about 10 minutes, I can hardly stand up today. So I took some Motrin. I'm hoping that's going to kick in because I am really sore. All right, so we've got our little happy birthday there. And then that's pretty much it for stamping. So let's go ahead and put this together. Let's get this out of the way. So that was just jade that I used to stamp. But I did get all my flowers planted, and I cleaned my shed out. I have a shed in the backyard, and I went in there to get something, and I found a dead bird that I don't know what killed it, but I had to get it out of there, which was disgusting. So that was no fun. So then I just decided to go ahead and clean the shed and put some more mulch down and do all these things that I didn't plan on doing, but I just kept going and going and going like the Energizer Bunny, and now I'm paying for it today. But those strawberries are good. End of the season ones. That's the last time you're going to get it, and it was hard to leave because I know I won't get fresh strawberries again until next year. So this is our embossed piece we're putting down on here, and make sure you get that sponged edge on the right side. So they just butt right up against each other right here. And then this is going to go on top with some dimensionals. So let me get my dimensionals. Oh, and you know what else? Have you guys had any issue, the ones of you that live right around here, with biting flies? I was out there mowing the grass, and I'm not kidding. I was getting eaten alive by biting flies. Not a single mosquito, but I had 4 big welts on my just one arm when I came in yesterday. And this guy was just attacking me. And I even went in the house, came back out, and he still wouldn't let up. But finally, I got rid of him. All right, so put that down on there. And then we're going to do our words on a little arrow. And this piece right here was 1/2 inch by 2.5. And I think it was 2.5. Yeah, 2.5. And I went to find a piece to put behind it. And of course, I went through my scrap thing and I didn't have one big enough. So I decided just to use this little scrap I had in there. And I think it looks cute. So it just backs up behind it like that. So it doesn't go all the way. You can get a bigger piece if you want to. It doesn't matter. But I'm trying to use up all my little scraps. And then just put that on here. And I just butted it right up to the edge on the left hand side. And then we're going to put that on with some dimensionals too. I have my little house robe kind of thing. It's like a little sundress that I wear around the house. I've got that on, and it's got like these little string straps, you know, like teeny little straps. And it just keeps falling down while I'm sitting here. Luckily, you guys can't see me. Or you might get flashed. I don't know. All right, so that goes on the edge. And then I've got my linen thread here that I have doubled up. So I'm going to tie a little bow. And you just do a loop, wrap it around, get another loop through. Whoops. I totally botched that, didn't I? Okay, let's see if we can fix it. Usually I do bows so easily. What happened? That thing just got stuck in there. Okay, here we go. All right, so then you're just going to pull your edges until you get it smaller. And when you get the size bow that you want, just pull it really tight and kind of mess with your, this one's in the wrong spot. Let me pull that back out. Okay, so we've got our little bow here. That's so adorable. And I'm just going to straighten it out and then trim these little legs on here. And then we're going to put that on with a glue dot. And that is going to go right in the center of that big flower. Oh, hey, Diane. You can't wait to see the card. Oh, with the actual stencil, yeah. Hopefully, I'm off today. I was off yesterday and today. So yesterday I worked in the yard all day long. And today I've been stamping, and I made a couple cards. And this is one of them. And then I made another one. I've got a thing on Friday with some girlfriends, some other demonstrators. So I needed a card for that. And I think I'm going to go back and do the one with the stencil after I finish this video. All right, so you can let it hang in front of your happy birthday or kind of tuck it behind. It doesn't matter. And then I've got some pearls I want to put on here. So you know I've got my favorite Stampin' Blend. So I always end up using the shaded spruce because it's handy. And I can't, oh, here it is. I'm looking for the lid. All right, so we've got light shaded spruce, and I used that to color some pearls on here. And I just love coloring pearls. I think they're so pretty. And they come in 3 different sizes. And I've got my little take your pick tool. So I'm going to put 3 on here. I've had a mess. Sorry. Let me clean my little workspace. All right, so I'm going to put a little one over here. And then another little one right on the happy birthday. And then I'm going to put a medium-sized one over on this little swirly piece right there. And that is pretty much it. So what do you guys think about that card? You like it? Here's the original one. So it pretty much looks exactly the same. Whoops. All right. So that's a pretty easy card. And once you have that stencil, you can use it over and over again. I think after a little while, it probably start ripping or something, but you can definitely use it a couple times. Or if you want to, just do like I'm going to do and make a card with it. So every time you do one, you can have one of these cards with the negative of it, and then another card with actual shaded stencil. And I do have another card on my website, on my YouTube channel, of using this stencil over top of it. So in the other one, I put it like on top, kind of offset it, and did a card like that. So I hope you enjoyed this video today, and I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day. Don't forget, we're having a big sale, and I sent you guys the link yesterday to my video. It's a walkthrough of everything that's on sale. There's lots of half off items. And they are while supplies last, so if you want to get something, make sure you get it now. Here's the host code to use, U6HSHVPJ, and make sure you check for my name on there, Lisa Freeman. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you leave a comment to win one of these cards, and also don't forget to like, subscribe, share, hit the bell, all that good stuff. And I will be back with another, hey Mary, thank you. I'll be back with another video in a couple days, probably on Friday maybe. All right, have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.